In a second.
I love that image you did the other day.
What one?
The one where it's, you know, are we on happy? All right. The one you put on for like a thumbnail where it's like a neon version of that, yeah.
Is that? No, that's going to look another way.
Hello, everyone.
Evening, if you're about.
Should I do a little tweet now and we'll...
Yeah, we'll just give it 5 minutes because we're just...
Let's get the thumbnails in. There we go. Selfie. You get 2 seconds to look 10 watch.
We need to put the flag upside down.
So you get 2 seconds.
put the flag upside down as a cry for help.
These headphones off me, fucking hell.
Even Phil.
Well, boys.
We're going to keep this to about half an hour anyway because we got lives.
Yeah.
So if we look like we're just doing that and we're just trying to get tweets out and shit like that, so...
Right, I'm not finding us just at the minute.
What? Go click on top and live. It'll show up in a minute. It's just thingy. But
Even Phil.
If you do the
just gotta wait a minute and let people jump on. You know, and we'll do start a little tweet now.
The tweet's out now, so if you just want to. Right, so
I'm just gonna, you know.
Yeah, potting about, do what you need. Ian and Connor, nice one for joining us, mate. I know we've literally been on about 30 seconds here. We're just trying to sort out a few tweets and this, that, and the other. 30 seconds here, we're just trying to sort out. See, I'm about 5 seconds behind myself as well. So
I'm gonna share this now with accounts.
Yeah, there should be the thingy. That one should be there. So, how in the bloody hell are we? So, although it hasn't been announced, Frank Lampard has.
It's not been officially announced.
It's not been officially announced by the club. But Frank Lampard has left Everton by mutual consent, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And I can't say anymore. It was fucking inevitable, really. There's nothing really you can say other than you can't say this wasn't expected. It was weird. I was watching people on Sky Sports earlier. They were outside the ground, and some fella, I don't know what the fuck he was smoking. Pardon my language, but he was like, "I'm shocked. I can't believe it." It's like,
I've seen that,
mate. It's not like your dog's just being run over. Just share it. Honest to God, it was like, no.
Just gonna share it with our chat groups as well, Dave.
How's the volume on this as well? Because I'm just gonna.
Yeah, let us know. Got some questions, have we?
Yeah, I'm just trying to turn the volume up on this mic a little bit though. So that's muted. Maybe it's. Yeah. Okay. Sorry if I clicked that and you all got deafened by that. But yeah, the fella on Sky Sports was going, I can't believe he's gone. I can't believe he's been sacked. I wasn't expecting that. Mate, have you been living under a rock for the last year? Let's be frank. Results weren't good. Decisions weren't good. The team weren't playing well. They haven't been playing well for the better part of 2 years. Let's get that straight as well. It's not like it's happened overnight. It's basically just been an accumulation of shit, basically. So Lampard's had the bullet, and
I'm not being ignorant. I'm just sharing the video.
Yeah, I'm just trying to fill it.
Yeah, you keep going, Dave. You're doing a good job.
They call us filler in the DJ business. But yeah, so Lampard's gone, and let's hear from you as well.
Lampard's gone. Bill Kenwright's still on knobhead. Mashiri's still a fucking bellend.
Yeah.
Denise is still fucking getting headlocked. Headlock me, Dave. Go on.
I'll Stone Cold
Sorry, I don't see it,
yeah. Yeah, so yeah, Lampard's gone. It's not been good. The football's been poor. One win in 14 after the weekend. Benitez levels of poor, and it's just.
Look, Frank's a nice guy. He's a nice guy, but you know what?
He's a terrible manager.
Dave's a nice guy. Doesn't mean he should manage Everton, does he?
Well, they do a better fucking job.
But yeah, you know what? I do feel for him a bit, to be honest, because I like the fact that Frank was honest for the most part. I like that he had to go to the board in the summer. Do you remember when he said, "Look, we just signed Neil Mupay." He's like, "Look, this got to be done quicker next time." I don't really agree with certain people fucking slating into players live on fucking Sky Sports, but we'll leave that there.
Well, to be honest with you, I did that early in the weekend with TalkSport. I've
been
doing that for weeks.
Anyway, fucking cheers, eh?
But we are, yeah. Cheers, Frank. All the best. Whatever. You've got a nice little pay packet to go home to.
Dave, have we got it, Dave? We've been here before. We've been here with fucking was going to say Martinez then, but I mean, I'm talking when we're doing the channel. It was Silva, wasn't it?
Silva.
Then we obviously have to do with Ancelotti leaving.
We did a live video this time last year.
Even Chris, even Liam, even Paul.
We did the same video.
Staff, Liam, I saw that coming. I saw that people acting shocked. What the fuck?
I mean, let's be honest. Hindsight is a wonderful thing, and but I've said it to you. Should have been gone last May, really. Should have been gone. I mean, if we were there really that bad.
Barney's just text. Sorry.
As I said,
how do I comment? Go on the YouTube video.
We're not. Anyone can comment. It's fine. I've opened it to everyone. But should have been ideally should have been gone in May. How many managers survive after you survive the last day of the season? You're normally gone the next morning. That's one that's always bugged me. That I think really we wanted this branching route method of a complete overhaul and a complete look at the club. It was basically marking your own homework. That's how bad it was.
Yeah, that's a good
so May probably should have gone then. Ideally, that Palace game in the cup, I'd have fucking left him in London.
Well, Phil just said then should have gone after Bournemouth games.
But, well, you got Bournemouth. We got Bournemouth with the ones really because.
Well, Jem Mace, long time subscriber there.
But that
managers being linked, FPS, scary. Yeah, it's fucking, isn't it?
Well,
I'm at the point though where I'm just saying, just spend. What's the worst we can do? Look at what happened to City. They let them off.
What are they going to do? Fine us?
Oh yeah. Even more,
I think the one problem we've got there is that Everton be made a prime example of. That would be the issue. We'd end up getting the points deduction. We'd end up getting fined, and we'd end up getting a fucking transfer ban or something stupid like that, just because it's Everton. But I also think that because they'll try and do it now to go, okay, well, City have had it and City are doing well and they're making money, so are Chelsea and stuff like this. But let's make an example of the lesser clubs, shall we say. I think Everton we made a prime example of.
That's what I don't get with financial fair play. So let's say like Bournemouth, for example. So Bournemouth can get a new owner, a billionaire, blah, blah, blah. But they can't spend what Man United could spend because they don't generate as much. What is fair about that? There is nothing fucking fair about that.
Well, apparently they got called up, didn't he, earlier in the week because this Mudryk deal is about like 8.5-year contract or something, and apparently you're not actually allowed to do that, given the, anything could happen in the next 8.5 years and whatever.
Jungle is massive. That's a great YouTube name, by the way. Hello, lads, popped up in my recommended. This right, give us a subscribe. Jungle is massive is a great name, by the way, Liam says, I think the Corey probably told them his tactics are crap. That's a good point, because apparently they've had a bit of a bust up or something, haven't they?
I reckon someone went up and kicked the ball from under his arse that he was sitting on and said, fuck off, you get an egg in there, dickhead.
That pissed me off seeing that.
Well, stuff like that pissed a lot. So if he's going to sit around and act like a dickhead, I get he's not playing. And the ghost of Idrissa Gana Gueye is getting in front of him. So what is Idrissa Gueye doing to get in front of Decore? So there's another question that you got to ask yourself. If Gana Gueye can get in the side, what's Decore got to do? And if he's not pulling it, up trees,
Tom Davis was coming on before him, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's it. Davis was coming on, and if you're getting in, if Tom Davis at the moment is getting in ahead of you, then you've got problems.
Jem May says, I know on the FFP, load of bollocks, Man U and Chelsea handing out 8-year contracts, very suspicious. I think that's how they're getting around, aren't they? They're doing it over so many years.
That's right.
Michael Lloyd says, give it Skeletor till the end of the season. He's knocking around somewhere, Michael Skeletor, to be honest.
You're going to have to find him.
I can't wait for us to play for him again, just so I can fucking dig him up again. Do you think Gattuso would be a shout?
Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.
That was the best shout ever, wasn't it?
That just sums up Everton, though, doesn't it? So I think the shouts are fucking mad at the moment. I think we're looking at we've got Bielsa is the one. It said Everton apparently Farhad Mashiri just before it came out. It said Farhad Mashiri has apparently talked to Bielsa. When we were already saying before, they haven't even fucking announced that Frank's gone.
I know.
There's no way.
Just have to do a shout out here to Scully. Scully was right, one of our Mark's mates. The real Newlands right here, by the way, Scully. Fair play. Scully's famous, by the way, on Match of the Day. Scully says Gana Gueye is encouraging him to sit on the ball, no leadership. I've been pretty disappointed with Gana Gueye since his return. Barney was right. There's our mark. Our mark actually moved. Which player will be held to kill first for his first week of training doing shuttle runs?
It is, mate. They're going to be absolutely spewing the ring.
Calvert-Lewin's quads are just fucked already thinking about it, by the way.
Yeah, his legs are just tightened up. Going, no, thank you. Yeah. But yeah, Bielsa's this main shout, and apparently Farhad Mashiri's already spoken to him.
Stone Cold Sean Dyche.
Sean Dyche is apparently still in the running. If any of you mention Duncan Ferguson again to me, I swear to fucking God, I'm going to
be a big risk. That would be a big risk.
I do not want Duncan Ferguson anywhere near this club again, and for all the best intentions.
And we love Duncan.
It's not about me trying to say.
That's a nice thing.
What I'm saying is, for Duncan's legacy, if you like, he had that great opening few games where it was Chelsea, United, Leicester. But then he's come back and he did it the second time, and it just wasn't good enough. Yeah. And I just don't want to see that ruined further.
Mike Lloyd has put up for Dyche.
He's all for Dyche. We know that. We know this, Lloydie. Fuck off. But
is massive. Would you like Rooney? He's doing terrible at TC. I think again that's a big risk to throw Rooney in. And
what stats did I
get? And by the way, I just want to point out that I thought Rooney did a really admirable job at Derby, considering everything that was going on.
What did I say earlier, though? Let me just find that a second.
You also said Adrian Heath is doing well over in USA. Couldn't see him leaving Minnesota. Yeah, would he want to come over and fucking... Yeah.
What did I say?
It's a tough job.
I said it.
Rooney as a player manager, I'd have Rooney playing again, actually, to be fair. We need something crazy.
Right.
Okay. I've got tons of cheese all up, by the way, as well. Guess how boss my t-shirt is, by the way.
I honestly thought you were stripping then. Right, okay, so Rooney's record for last season.
Paid money on OnlyFans for that, Dave. Got a fucking Robocop shirt on. Dead or alive.
Only cans.
Only cans. I'd make so little money.
Right, Rooney's record. Played 34, lost 21, won 7, drew 6, 27 points. 7 points off next place, 13th. Scored 36 and conceded 71. I see the familiarity with Everton.
Sorry, Mike Lewis just said John Yems. You're the guy who's been banned for fucking. Anyway, someone called Chris. It was inevitable, so better now than 5 games to go. I thought it would have happened a couple of games ago, to be fair.
It should have happened at Wolves. Bournemouth, we know. Wolves was the one. Even Southampton would have been like a fair shout to go, listen, you can't continue. It's been unfair, and I think the board, and now we're going to go on to the board now, because I think they've got to take a long, good look at themselves. Not one of them has come out today. We're still waiting for press officer Dave Prentice to get his login for his laptop.
What the fuck did the Everton media team do? They just sit there doing fuck
They've
off?
Got the intern on fucking Twitter.
Heavy, innit?
Got the intern on Twitter just pissing about. We've got Mashiri doing nothing. It's not my job, mate. It's not our fucking job. It's yours. You're the fucking 95% owner of the club. That was
baffling, that comment on it. Like, it's like, what?
And we've got Bill Bad Times Ken Wright fucking going on. Oh well, it's a bad time, isn't it?
Douglas Master has just said, Robocop, where do I get one of them? I'll buy that for $1. I got this off Amazon, actually. Amazon, I'd say.
If Hansel got Everton leg 9-0, how long would it be for it to take a full-scale City riot?
Probably pretty big.
That's my worry, because I don't think Hasenhüttl is a good manager. The little Klopp, he climbed up fucking Klopp's ass. You saw that he got spanked. And can we have another goal? Can you score another one for us, just so we can ring it again? Absolutely.
John Lamb, welcome to the chat, John Lamb. If a manager cannot see the potential of a player, he has to go. Then what he said of Ganato when the latter arrived at Leeds, he said Ganato's not ready for the Premier League, though he's playing for Italy. I'll tell you why I like Ganato. I signed him on Footy Manager last year.
Stop, shut up, Footy Manager.
I know.
We're not playing Footy Manager. It's fucking real life.
I know.
But yeah, I get it.
If Bielsa had this present squad, we would have been in the top 6, not to say top 4. Ooh, it's a bold statement, that. I'd like to think so, but if he can come in and do a job, great. I just don't know whether we've got the players.
I don't think we've got the time.
I don't know whether we've got the players to play the type of attractive football that I like. I do like Bielsa, by the way. I think he's boss. I really do. I'm going to shut this door again. Keeps open.
That's a slam it. Someone saying Bielsa would be a disaster, and I get that, because we haven't got like I just said, we haven't got players who can actually play football. I think it was in the first half, and Idrissa Gueye and Onana are playing the ball between themselves, and all of a sudden, fucking Gueye just launches it into touch.
Who's the, sorry, Jen Mason saying, Kim Masobi and the Lone Ranger for the FC.
Kim Osabi.
Okay, what's that now? Paul Eaton says, I wouldn't mind Alan Stubbs.
I would.
And Duncan Drink manager. I actually like Alan. Alan did a good job of Hibs.
No, get off the chat.
I'll stick up for you there, Paul.
What about the Celtic manager?
Bielsa is an absolute disaster. Not good enough, unable to play a style. I don't think we can play a style.
No.
And when you are in a scrap like this, I think I'm not that opposed at this point to someone like Dyche, because I think we do need to go back to. I think you get the players working and stuff like that. Barney's worked out how to get on the chat. Reckon we could play Sarri in Backy.
Yeah.
Carl Davis, what's happening, lads? Glad he's gone. I didn't mind Frank, to be honest. I wanted him to do well.
I see that. I see people's point. Are you glad he's gone because the football was a fucking utter disaster? But at the same time, he communicated with the fans. He understood what it was to be Everton. Yeah. It was just honest, I think. But as I've continued to say all week, great guy, shit football manager. And unfortunately, results speak for themselves. Thomas Tuchel, there's the shout.
That's a shout, yeah.
But that is a big fucking ask. That's one to say. Yeah, Thomas Tuchel is probably a really good shout, but at the same time, we'll want wedge. We'll want proper money.
Maybe. But I remember at the same time, I remember not that long ago, a couple of years ago, when someone was mentioning Ancelotti, I went, no chance. No, I had no chance. So you never know. Lloyd has asked, can we get a certain Icelandic back? I always said he got loads of assists in.
Wasn't Klaus Icelandic?
That's who we're talking about. That's who we're talking about. So at least Bielsa makes the players earn their wages and training. I would like to see that. I suppose
so, and I do see people's point with it because it's fast. It's a high press.
Tuchel will cost a fortune, as has been said as well.
But it'd be weird just to see him just suddenly take over from Lampard again, like he did at Chelsea. It's gonna cost us a wedge no matter what. I mean, Nuno Santo is going to cost you $7 million, so that's already out of the window. Which
might be because of Talbot. That might be like a one that could go somewhere. That one, to be honest. Shawnee K is another long-time subscriber. Fair play, Shawnee. Main thing is getting this appointment right. Sean Dyche looks only practical option. Didn't realise how important Richarlison was. Wasn't he? You know, you think about it like the fucking. Yeah. Look at what we've missed without him.
Who's the cat at Red Bull? Tedesco. How old are you?
I am, unfortunately, I'm 34 years old.
He's 3 years older than you.
Wow.
There's Tedesco, and from RB Leipzig, I think that was another shout that's been going on.
This is something else that blows my mind, Dave. You know when Tim Burton was 26, he made Batman. He made that film that I've got a tattoo. Makes me fucking embarrassed, that, you know. Well, what did I do when I was 26? Fucking
wank and drank Guinness.
Tried to neck girls. You know what I mean? Fucking not much has changed, eh? Jen Mace, we have to focus. We have to face the fact that good managers won't want to come near us because of the squad, the scrap. Yeah, that's it as well. We don't look very attractive, do we, at the moment?
No,
we don't, because with everything that's going on, doesn't help, I suppose, as well.
It's also the thing of saying that
Charlie Carroll, Alice Toffees, yeah, I've actually got that there, yeah.
Tedesco or Ted Lasso. We'll end up with Tommy Tesco or something bad.
That's right, that's Emerald Everton there. That's it. But Luke and so Mike, well, we marries.
What's the thing you...
The Irish Toffees.
I was going to say something then. That's gone. Anyway.
Our Marcus said Bielsa is a psychopath. Putting him in charge of a circus is not the smartest idea, but it will be great fun. Yeah, it could be interesting. Carl Davis says, I would like Celtic boss. He's done well. Yeah, he has, to be fair. Like, Barney, good old Barney, Tedesco or Ted Lasso. I'd have Ted Lasso. You didn't net girls unless it was by pool tables. They're going to leave that there.
Stop reading this shit out. They can see it. You don't need to read it out, you bit. But yeah, what was I going to say? There's also this thing where
you can just go, wow.
There's also this thing where it's still going out in the media that the fan base is toxic as well.
But yeah, that bollocks. I like that fact that Alan Myers come out. Did you see that when he said it's not the fans' fault? Come on.
And I almost I didn't get a chance to say it, but it was almost like last night when it was on live TV with Mark Saggers. I was saying the same. He was trying to say like, oh, but the fan base are all trying to they're getting on each other's back and stuff like that. No, we're not. We're probably more united than we have been in fucking years, to be
Mr.
fair.
Media, by the way, Dave. I fucking smashed it yesterday, I mean. Working hard, Dave. Go ahead.
I know,
whoa! We just had a heavy shout here. I was in the crazy house when I was 26.
Listen,
I think that's better than creating Batman. Who's that?
Right,
that's someone we know.
You know what? Know what you can do? You can create your own OnlyFans. You can go on live and you can have a chat. All right.
Who's that? They mentioned Batman, the crazy house. I still fucking love the crazy house.
You still love Batman?
I still love Batman, yeah. But I could walk in the crazy house wearing a shit like that, and then people would be like, "Wow, that's cool as fuck." Couldn't see that many other places like heavy that.
I'm going to take a big slap with this one. Anyway.
Jay has said that Union Berlin have overachieved in the last few years with Nuno. Their manager is doing something right. That's what we need, don't we?
I think we need to look at a proper blueprint of where this.
I mean, in fairness, that's what they did at Everton originally. Didn't he? Never really had much money to spend. The money did have money to spend. He kind of wasted it.
Yeah, but then I think so has Koeman, so has Silva, so has Ancelotti, so has fucking Benitez. Well, yeah, 1.5 million. So has Lampard. Any manager that's come in, even fucking Allardyce spent 50 million on those two fucking cart horses.
Tuchel won't cost anything. He's jobless.
He is, but he's gonna be coming with a lot of baggage to say, listen, I need 150 million to spend this week.
Tuchel at one point wanted the Everton job, remember?
Yeah, but I think at the time was that when Mashidi was just coming into the fray. I don't think it was during the time when Kenwright was
Let us know in the comments.
But what I'm saying is, they're the type of managers, and they're the high profile managers who are literally going to say, okay, well, what are you giving me? And they're going to say, well, there's a bag of balloons and an unpeeled orange. Have at it. Go and do wonders in the transfer window for us. And I think with Tuchel, it's a great shout. It really is, because it gives you that high profile manager. It gives you that attraction, a bit like Ancelotti did. But then I also think that the money that is needed to bring in these caliber of manager is going to be tough. And we've now let Lampard go. We've got less than a week to the end of the transfer window. We haven't brought anyone in. It literally someone needs to be back in management in the club right now by literally Wednesday. Any later, then we are just pissing in the wind, and we may as well just go with Paul Tate and Leighton Baines.
I think he signed
Danjuma.
Is that how you say it? I'm glad you said that first. Yeah, Danjuma.
I thought it was Danjuma signed on loan. Apparently, that's probably going to be announced before the fucking club decide to announce that Lampard's gone.
That's a good question.
We're still waiting for that announcement, by the way. So
that's a good question. Who makes the decisions, Caldwell or Mashiri?
Well,
Mashiri said it's not his decision. Like,
it's not his decision, but apparently,
fucking is though.
Mashiri is having this chat with Bielsa, according to Matt Law on Twitter before. He was just saying like he's already had this discussion with him.
Can I just say that I think Mashiri's just a lunatic. Yeah, isn't he? He's just fucking nuts. He's like his name's Mashiri. He's involved with fucking Russian steel. So that's all the candidates for the bond bill and that. Innit? You're just missing a cat.
But then all you're looking at is you're going, okay, so where's the money? Where's the money for any manager to come in? And then I suppose the next question is who is making that decision?
Liam just said, can we get a manager on loan?
Give it the Esk on loan.
Might be someone, I could see someone being given a job till the end of the season, but Shawnee K, that's a good point. Just read Everton in the top 20 clubs in the world for financial valuation points. 19th? Okay.
Yeah, we were, yeah. It's like the 19th or 20th richest club in the world.
P.
And
Lynch,
we haven't got a pot to piss in.
No, we haven't. P. Lynch said, spend 150 million now with new manager and lose hundreds of millions in the championship.
Yeah.
Carl Davis
it's an absolute gamble, isn't it? That's the thing.
Who's that Carl Davis kid? Tino's kid, one with that big names, C2FFP. Who's Tino's kid? Clarify that for us, please. Jay, whoever Mashiri wants, we should go with the opposite, yeah. Liam says, scary to think that we will have an agent on the board.
We still have an agent on the board.
Well, what's his name? That key has apparently got a big influence on
it.
Jay makes Mashiri, he's an accountant, end of, yeah.
That's it. He's not a football person. I said this last night that he hasn't got a fucking Scooby about footy, but
never has.
But as I said, he's kept Kenwright in for 5 years too long. It literally should have been. just one of them where it's like, okay, when you're shadowing someone, when you go into a new job and you shadow someone for like literally 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks or whatever until they leave the job. That's what it should have been done. Maximum 3 months, and he should have been out the club. He should have been gone by like the December.
Yeah.
And instead, he's hanging around like a bad smell. He's brought in Baxendale, who hasn't got a fucking tube of glue. All Edlock Denise.
Give me a Denise.
Stone Cold Sean Dyche. But yes, and then you've got Sharpie, who really just shouldn't have opened his mouth.
I think he's been proper hatchet there though.
I think they waited for
that.
I think I know.
He shouldn't say it anyway.
I get what he was trying to say, but it's like the wrong fucking time to say it. It was just ridiculous.
I'm not one to have a go at him. I'm not. He's a fucking club legend. He helped us win the league twice, but. You got to know when to fucking keep your trap shut. I'm never the one who's like, he should be having a go. He should be saying that. He works for the club. He's not going to, but I would not be having a go at the fans and stuff like that.
He's got, there's a time and a place.
Yeah, I've been a fucking read the room, mate. You know what I mean?
Exactly. I mean, you saw the letters that went out before Southampton. You saw all the issues that went out. To be honest with you, I'd have just gone in the fucking box and hid. I'd have just gone and sat in the cupboard and just ignored it.
Like when the police are coming out saying we've had no complaints, wait 2 weeks and we don't have
what do you want us to do?
Fucking headlock. Fuck off.
It's weird. It's just it is a bizarre.
Dave said she got choked on and everything, didn't she? Got fucking 3D'd.
Mental. Martin, go on. Let's be honest.
Lads, do we trust the board to make the right decision on who will be the next manager, coach, staff for the Premier League? No, I don't.
There's the question.
I don't.
It was weird because I think the coin seemed to drop with some people earlier in the week that said, well, actually, if these are making the decisions, if these bring in the new manager, well, actually, we can't do anything unless they're in charge. It's like, well, no fucking shit. Really? Did you really just think someone was just going to show up and go, I'll do it? Do you know what I mean? It's like, did the coin suddenly drop and go, oh, we're trying to get rid of the board, but we need the board to buy the manager. We need the money to buy the player. We need honestly, it was just so fucking frustrating to just think, are you really that? I get
crackers, aren't they? Like,
I get all the stuff of like, yes, we know why we want to get rid of the board and things like this, but at the same time, you're going, but we can't do one without the other. You can't just suddenly just go, right, me and Paul are just quitting Falcon Blues TV and some soft shite's going to do it. Bye. Do you know what I mean? It is, isn't it? It's like saying we're just going to drop everything and just leave it to someone. Someone will show up and maybe just do it for us. It doesn't happen. It's going to take. If you start doing this now, I can guarantee if you start the process of saying, listen, okay, Baxendale is gone, Kenwright is gone, it's going to take minimum 18 months.
I'm not going to read out Barney's comment, but it's there for everyone
to see.
Jen Macy's being paid by the club and won't rock the boat, makes him complicit. Yeah, he's not going to, is he, right?
Jen Mace, hit the like button for the channel. That's exactly what we need.
Go ahead.
Promoting the Falcon Blues.
That's it, yeah. Fucking subscribe up.
But yeah,
Freddie Kirby, the manager of Christmas.
No.
Okay. Michael Scully again. I won't trust our board to sort the Christmas piss up. Yeah, I wouldn't either, Scully.
Past experience, 100%. No, we need to worry about the board. End of season. It's about survival on the pitch. That's exactly it. And I think right now we've got to think survival. It is that. We know we can start doing this shit once the new manager's in, once we've got a board, once we've got a transfer window out the way, once we've made signings, once we've done this, once January is gone, go fucking full pelt and get that board out, do all you want, but make sure it's done in a sensible manner. It's done in a way that the media understand we aren't behind the board, but we are behind the team. It's got to be something like that says, listen, support the team, sack the board. Yeah. That's how it's got to be, and there's got to be a separation between the two. It's got to be, we can't be like middle of the game, sack the board, and all this. I get that as much as you want to do it, but I think there's a time and a place, and we can do it when we're comfortable. We can do it if all of a sudden new manager comes in and we're at the heady heights of 13th place and we're happy and we're cruising, that we get getting nosebleeds and stuff like that. Then you can start to say, okay, Now we can turn our attention to X, Y, Z on the board and get this fucking ball rolling. That's how you need to do it. I encourage all of the groups that have been involved in the NS now and everything else to get involved and do all this, but we've got to do this right. Now we're being seen.
You can't get this wrong.
We're being seen by the media as the problem when we're not. We're not the problem. We know where the problem is.
You know what? Fair play to Ian Wright. Like, I know I had to go up on Twitter, but fair play to him for coming out and saying, no, I got that wrong. Fair play. No one else did. There's your shout. If Roberto Mancini was available, would you take him to the UFC? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right.
As that Pellegrini as well.
Right. Mancini won the fucking Euros as well with Italy. Everyone forgets because England missed the pen.
Mancini's a great shout. I love that.
Past experience, 100%. Now we need to worry about the board end of the season. It's about surviving on the pitch. Yeah, too late. Yeah.
That's it.
Shawnee K says, "I'd like this is Lampard's job and that's football and English football."
I don't think he'd be. I don't think he'd be. No, I don't think he'd be.
I think he'll get another job.
I don't. If you're match of the day in the squeaky shoes.
On the positive side, still 18 games to go, and we're not 10 points as if with 5 games to go. Yeah, that's true. 1 win would be 14th. Yeah, it's getting that win now, isn't it? But let's just shout out. We're not dead in the water yet. We're not dead in the water yet. I hear that Newcastle are offering 35 or 40 million. Would you go for the money? I'd sell them.
I'd piggyback on there myself.
I'd be surprised if they really did.
That won't happen. If it does happen, it's going to happen on deadline day, and we like Fellaini. Like we sold Fellaini on the day of the deadline day, and we sold Fellaini, and we were like, okay, well now what? We can't spend any money.
I'm asking that. Can I ask that? Lydia said, question for you: who came up with the hashtag all together now? Now, I'm going to urinate on that note.
I'm going to finish up in a minute because I'm going to get the kids to bed.
Oh, what?
But yes,
I can wait. Yeah.
Me last season.
That's true. Yeah.
Check the list.
I hear that. Oh no, sorry.
Thanks for that, Mike.
We're all behind the team. Whoever comes in, yeah, of course. Guess Who, 1878, like that. Is that named after the band, the Guess Who? They did a boss song called "Laughing" in American Woman. Anyway, the Everton fans that go every week are the club's greatest assets at the moment. Yeah.
Chelsea and Newcastle chasing Onana and Gordon.
Yeah, seen that earlier on.
You know what? I know if they offered me it now, I'd fucking take it.
I don't think we're in the position. I think of that Onana. Like I've seen him at times do have games, and he's playing in a shit team, which doesn't help. Do you know what I mean?
Good player, wrong time. I think
nice one, Danny, for sharing that, by the way.
I saw Lampard's thingy on it. Reasons behind signing him because he's one for the future and whatever, but I just think that 30-odd million could have been better spent. I could have been spent better, especially when
Danny watching his
especially when we're dropping 15 million on Mopay, 15 million on Dwight McNeil. That 30 million could have been better spent, I think.
Yeah. Hey, Danny's like the Robocop shirt.
Especially when it was literally the Richarlison money, and we went out and bought an attacking midfielder.
I don't mind Onana, to be fair. What I've liked about him is
a striker who doesn't shoot or create anything for himself. And like I said with Onana, he's one for the future. He hangs around. He blows hot and cold. I know it's in a side that is ridiculously poor.
There's one for you.
But then Corey disappears so much.
Corey as well. Body language stinks and being causing trouble with Frank. Don't eat characters like that. No,
you probably don't, but at the same time, is it because, as I said at the top, because he's not getting in ahead of Garner Gay, who has been shocking since he
That's a point. That is a point.
You know,
he's not been good.
You can understand the frustration, but is he picking Garner Gay over name, or is he? But it's weird because you see these training videos and the ball is getting zipped about and they're passing it and they're laughing and enjoying it.
Training.
They look fucking superb because they're having to defend against each other. That's why. I think what they need to do is start bringing in teams like Sunday League teams and stuff and having them challenge up against them or whatever.
Grand old team have commented. I think Onana is our most valuable player. Get point, need the attacking minded players with him. But he's money in the bank. We'd make money off him if he sold one. Yeah, we are going to make a profit.
And we should. And I think really, I think it stinks. But I think Onana's best football will not be as good as him.
Possibly not. Anthony K, I'm surprised James Garner has been playing, to be honest. He's been out injured, to be fair. And I do like the look of him, by the way.
James Garner.
I do actually think he looks like he's coming against United, nearly scored. And
James Garner hasn't been injured.
His whole career.
comes to Everton and nearly breaks his back.
Once Everton touch you, mate. Once Everton touch you.
Broke his back, honestly.
35 million spent on McNeil and we could have bought at least 2 or more forwards. Shout. It's a good shout. Yeah. Can't wait for Garner and Townsend to get back.
I said this the other day about Townsend. I genuinely said this. It's fucking freezing. So I'm going to put my hat on. No, I said this about Townsend. Townsend like a new signing. It is, but it you know, he offers you that extra.
I like Bill.
He offers you that bit more, doesn't he? And I think I don't think he'll be the same. The same.
He's got the thing about Townsend is
he had a setback though, didn't he?
He reminded me of that certain Icelandic player. He got a goal in him from anywhere.
Yeah, that's it.
He's got that in his locker. Like,
and it'd be. I hope he does because I think he's a good player. He has moments, but he can also put in a set piece. He's not bad on corners. He makes himself available in and about that danger area, which is what we've lacked.
Wayne Willock said, I think Lewis Warrington would walk into that midfield, great attacking midfield. I'd love to see a few of these players given a go. Grand old team have asked what's your thoughts on Danjuma. Got that name right now. I watched a collection of his goals before, to be fair, and he scored a belter past Granada ITV. Like it's still cool, but
again,
he seems to be very like Dan John was just tweeted, born ready. How we need that. You want players fucking committed to the cause. We do need strikers. That's obvious to see. I just feel sorry for every Everton striker at the moment because we do not create many chances at all. Like it's embarrassing really when you think like the shot on target that we get. Born ready, yeah. Good, Dave. Martin Cummings has said,
see that? It says easier knob. So it's backwards on my computer. You've probably seen it.
Martin Cummings has said Townsend gives more end product than Gordon. That's why I take the money for Gordon now if offered. I know Gordon's got potential and stuff like that. Someone made a comment before saying, would you swap him for Pulisic? And I went, yeah, all day because he gets end product.
He's just been given the okay by Kevin Campbell, which is enough for me. Super Kev said, I wish you well and hope you can have a real goal scoring impact.
Go ahead, Super Kev.
And then someone has just put Steve Kelly, EFC. Let me introduce you to Kevin. Kevin is a hero for many reasons to Evertonians. Be like Kevin. Why can't all Everton players be like Kevin?
Super Kev Campbell scored in a scramble. He knows where the fucking net is.
All right, okay, I think we should wrap this up now then.
Yeah, we've been for nearly 40 minutes.
Yeah, we appreciate everyone who's joined in.
Thank you. Jen Mace again. It's true about our wingers, all step overs and bollocks. What is Jen Mace? Is that short for Gemma? Is that short for another name?
He'll tell you.
Let's find out, yeah. Sam and Luca just been confirmed. Barney Bagel, new manager, with Brabenus as number 2 and Jay Gardner as physio. Wow, I'm all up for that. Cleared Barney.
Okay, right. So
Ed the Blue 1878. Sorry. Tonight when McNeil came on second half, good saves for DCL. Counting on the other hand, I've played well together. Yeah. Thanks everyone for saying thanks.
So let's just wrap all this up.
You know what? I've enjoyed going live. It's been the first time since the January transfer window, since the January it was cut short because someone was talking about an Icelandic player as well.
Yeah, we had to stop that. So let's wrap it up then. So Lampard has gone, but not confirmed by the club. I know Danjuma is ready to play for the club, but that's not been announced by the club. Dave Prentice is still waiting for his login for his laptop so that he can actually put this out.
Good team. Yeah,
we're looking at Bielsa, Sean Dyche, Duncan, Wayne Rooney, fucking the ghost of Harry Catterick. I don't know, man. I honestly don't know who to fucking bring in.
Multiple ninja Jen makes by the sound of it. Something millions, yeah.
But yeah, so listen, appreciate everyone jumping on and coming and having a little chat with us. We'll catch up once we know who the new manager is.
If you want to see us go live more, let us know.
Yeah.
Thanks for everyone for watching. And please subscribe.
Have a look at all the videos and stuff that we've also put on. There's one about All Together Now that you might want to have a little look at from last season.
Jen Mason from the Falcon Loads. We don't come say hello. Let us know.
For a bevy.
Come say hello.
He's probably downstairs. Splashing in the pool. Anyway, all right. Up the fucking toffees. Thank you very much. Colin Chong. See you, Frank.
Colin Chong. Indeed. What a hero. That was good.